The housing market slowed dramatically over the past year as prices and interest rates soared. And while many would-be homebuyers may be sitting on the sidelines waiting for the market to cool even further, in tonight's Eye on KENNELLAND, we talk with a few first-time homebuyers who are making the switch from renters to owners.
You ready?
Landon and Misha King's home is already filled with plenty of pitter-pattering feet from their nearly 2-year-old son, Liam. But he's about to get a sidekick to help add to the soundtrack of their home.
August of this year, so that's exciting.
But just as they found out about baby number 2, they also learned some urgent news about their current rental home.
The owner of this house is looking to sell.
So we couldn't renew our lease.
And after years of moving,
every year we would move, rent.
The Kings have become very familiar with looking for a new place to live.
Renting has kind of helped us a lot in kind of figuring out
what we want
in a home.
Yes.
Just as they were about to sign on a new rental home in Sioux Falls,
for a house like this to rent, it's probably around $2,500.
They decided to look at what it might take to buy their own home.
You have student loans, you have this and this. Can we really get a house?
You know, housing had gone up drastically in the last couple of years. So I said,
you didn't even think you would qualify?
No, not even.
A meeting with a mortgage banker really helped them better understand the process.
We're first-time home buyers, so I don't know the process. You know, it's not really stuff that they teach you in school. Do I make enough money? You know, things that you're just never really prepared for. So I was like, let's talk to somebody.
After you meet with a mortgage banker and them telling you, yes, you are approved and you can afford this price, just deciding if that monthly payment is something you can do.
Amy Hicks, a realtor with the Experience real estate team, says the current state of the economy has slowed down home sales altogether, especially for new buyers.
Price of homes has obviously gone up as well as the interest rate being higher. So I definitely think we see a slowdown of first-time home buyers. How do we feel about the size?
While the price of entry-level homes in Sioux Falls may be much higher than what it was just a few years ago,
the mid 300,000 up to, mid 400,000.
The monthly payments can still make sense for families like the Kings who were looking to rent.
To rent a single family home right now in Sioux Falls is, pretty pricey. So sometimes you can get into a home owning it for around the same that you would to be renting it.
So how do you figure out where the property line is?
The Kings know there's one big difference in making the switch from renting to home ownership.
I do like not having to pay for maintenance. If something goes wrong or breaks, when you're in a home, it's like, good luck,
What some people would think about with renting is, well, gosh, the cost of the rent is the same as the cost of a mortgage. Well, then they're not taking into consideration the maintenance, the upkeep, the damage that happens.
Lydia Frieden has been a property manager for more than 2 decades. She says rental prices in Sioux Falls saw a big jump over the past 2 years, but
right now it's chilled a little bit.
She says part of the reason rental prices are leveling off is because more rental properties are coming on the market.
When houses aren't selling, then the owner will say, well, if I can't sell, I'm going to rent. So then we had a lot more rental houses on the market.
In this season of uncertain economic times, both the rental and real estate markets are seeing people being cautious about where they choose to live.
Where you going, huh? Where you going?
But no matter what is happening in the economy,
I already have Liam's room all set up and I love it already.
Everyone needs to find somewhere to live.
Liam's checking it out.
And the Kings decided to take the next big step into home ownership.
I don't think there's ever a right time to buy a house. Everyone always says, it's like, oh, either houses are, properties going up or the interest rate's going up. And right now, our interest rate, not ideal, but we did get a good deal on the home that we bought.
A benefit for first-time homebuyers right now is just less competition, being able to have a little bit more room for negotiations, possibly, whether that be on the price of the house or when it comes to after inspection, and being able to negotiate those inspection items.
A few positives in this uncertain market that can help make the difference in a decision to buy or rent your next home.
I could justify spending the money that I had saved to then being able to just buy a home and put the money that we made into building an equity into a home, then wasting $2,000, a little bit more with all utilities every single month on, renting property that, I don't get anything back.
An investment in the future of their growing family and a chance to make their new home their own. Now, the latest real estate data show the median price for a home in the Sioux Falls area was more than $313,000, and the average monthly payment for that would be roughly $2,300. The latest rental data showed the average cost for a 3-bedroom rental in the Sioux Falls area was just over $1,400 a month.